The 1955 recording, I did use that and about the looking at the song for some reason. And it popped up and the rhythm on it was like, oh my God.
Hi, everybody.
Good morning.
You and me both, right?
So you and your
Good. Great. How are you? Phil, Barry, Steve, how
Well,
are you guys doing?
Good morning.
Got
Morning.
a
Good
little,
morning. Good morning.
little soreness in my left hip, but otherwise okay.
Whoa, what's that about, Phil?
Good question. I think I did something playing golf a couple of days ago I shouldn't have.
Uh-oh. Where's your, when you say it's in your hip, where is it?
Posterior lateral. It's probably, I had a couple of years ago, I had a little bursitis in that hip, and this may be a little bit of that or a little arthritis.
Okay, well,
Just a matter of time.
all right.
And drugs.
Initially it may feel okay on the bike, but because it'll warm everything up and get some blood flow to that area. But if you feel like it's not, please don't continue.
Okay, it was good on Tuesday. It was a little sore on Tuesday when I started, but after that, it's fine.
Okay.
You're right, it did help.
Okay, yeah, we don't want to, if it's a little inflammation there, we don't want to continue that. So
Well,
we want to knock that out almost right away. So.
Well,
okay.
drugs help.
Oh, we're not supposed to talk about drugs.
Oh, okay.
Drugs are valuable, yes.
Mike won't be here today.
No, he called me.
Okay.
Yeah, that's great. That's absolutely great. I'm sorry he's not going to be here, but thank you for telling me. I appreciate that.
Okay.
I like how you guys take care of each other.
Oh, we try.
Yeah, you do try. You do a great job. Steve, how you feeling?
Good.
Good.
Good. I had my shingles shot yesterday.
Oh, did you have the big one, the Shingrix?
Yeah, number 2.
Oh, how do you feel today?
I feel good.
Okay, because I know that some people.
I'm not gonna go full
What did you say?
out today.
Oh, okay, that's fine. That's fine. But you feel okay?
Yeah, we're going to visit our granddaughter today.
So had you had the other one too, the first, one that was out on the market?
Yeah, I had the first one. Then I had the the first part of the 2-part.
Yeah. Okay.
And I got sick about a year ago, and we put off getting the vaccine.
Yeah. Yeah. But I'm glad you're doing that. I think that vaccine is very valuable.
Yeah, we don't want shingles.
No.
Well, I've had shingles. Yeah. I had shingles when I was 21 years old. Can you believe that?
That's unusual.
Yeah, it's very unusual.
All the time how unusual you are.
Yeah. And I was working at the hospital, and I'm sure I was exposed somehow to chicken pox, but I thought, that was really super challenging for me. It was really challenging.
That's miserable.
It was miserable. And it was all up down. It was down it started right, right where I don't know where, maybe lower trapezius. I started feeling, I thought I was having a heart attack. And it just went straight down and across in this big, and I went to the kind of the walk-in there at the hospital and she goes, "Oh, go home, go home." She goes, "You got shingles," and I went, at that time I didn't even know what shingles was. I was 21 years old, so anyway, it was crazy. It was crazy, but yeah, you don't want shingles. That's right. That's right. Carolina, how are you?
morning, how are you guys?
We're good. We're good. We're good. Glad to see you here. Glad to see you here. I just got off the phone with somebody who had just got a new Peloton, and they want to jump on with us and Zoom with us. And so we'll have Virginia represented for a while anyway. So that'll be kind of fun, won't it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
Someone who's been riding quite a bit?
no, not at all. So, he just got his Peloton, so he hasn't even, I don't even think so of course, Barry, I'll connect him with you, most definitely.
Well, you have to tell him to start riding with Power Around 40.
Yeah, he wanted to know all those numbers, but he hasn't even begun that. So I said, well, join us and you can kind of, we'll help you. We'll help you get started. You know how overwhelming it is. It's so overwhelming. So,
Well, Kathy, your class is much more difficult now than it was last summer. Do you realize that?
well, it's because you guys are in better shape.
Well, yes.
Well, that's just it. It's if I kept it like it was, and remember last summer we were just beginning the Zoom like in June, right? So, and it had been since March since we'd been together. So we had to build up from there. You're right, Barry. You're right. But you're making it more difficult for yourself by adding more gear, more resistance. So that's what we want to do.
Hey, take the class in the morning, go to the beach in the evening and walk a mile or mile and a half, and then ask how you feel the next morning.
Is that what you guys do?
That's what we did last Tuesday evening. And I will tell you, I knew what had happened on Wednesday morning. I mean, I could feel my legs.
Well, a lot of that was probably from walking on the beach, too.
Right. The sand is soft and
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but most definitely, that was a very difficult class on Tuesday. Did everyone kind of feel that way?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I hit a level, Kathy. I hit a new level again.
Well, did you ever send me I don't think you sent me your numbers.
I have to ask you to beg several times.
Oh, please send me those notes, please. I want it, please.
I thought I had. No, they were really very good.
I know that they're getting better and better and better. And that's, Barry, that's what you're going to see. Remember, we talked about this. That's what you're going to see now. And then it'll plateau. And then it'll kind of plateau. And then you'll start to build again. Our bodies are absolutely amazing.
Well, I'm waiting for you to get me to the point where I can equate with my son.
Okay, let me
How
think
about
about
that?
that. Let me think about that, right, Steve?
I can't do that.
I can't either.
Wait a minute, what's his output? 180?
180.
Yeah, that's those are big numbers.
My son's resting heart rate is about 38 to 40.
Yeah.
And we have the same thing.
And when he goes for a physical, he really shocks the internist.
Yeah.
When he went
We
into
all want good cardiovascular fitness, that's for sure. So.
when he went into the hospital, the nurse did not know what was going on. She had to call the doctor.
Well, they think he's got a heart block.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you guys are phenomenal, with your numbers there. And I wonder, have you guys ever done your resting heart rates? We've talked about resting heart rates, how you get an accurate resting heart rate, in my opinion, and I'm willing to listen to what your opinion is, but I think you take it before you get out of bed, 7 consecutive days, and average that out. But those of us with Apple Watches and things like that, or devices, we can we can pretty much know what our resting heart rate is pretty easily.
Yeah.
Has anybody done that lately? Or
I
seen
haven't
any
done it
difference?
as accurately as that, but I think my resting heart rate's somewhere between 65 and 68.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think mine is around the mid 50s.
Yeah. How about yours, Steve? What's yours?
Well, it used to be in the high 40s.
Mm-hmm.
And since I've contracted AFib, it's all over the place. It tends to be a little bit high
Yeah.
in the 80s or 90s.
Yeah. You don't have a pacemaker, do you?
No, I have a defibrillator.
Defibrillator. Yeah.
Buddy.
You call him buddy?
Yeah, that's my buddy.
That is your buddy. That
Yeah.
is your buddy. Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna have to
AFib is a stinker, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they tried cardioverting me
Yeah.
4 times.
Yeah.
with no luck.
I'm telling you, I'm telling you, cardioverting is a scary thing. I mean, it just, yeah, I don't envy you going through that 4 times.
No.
Yeah.
Has your defibrillator ever gone off?
No, and I got
had
it to I got my heart rate to 186 on Tuesday.
And it didn't go off.
No,
And
What's
it
it
came
set
down,
at?
came
What's
down
the-
well, came
and
down
then
well.
it dropped down to 142 within
Mhm.
about 2 or 3 minutes.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 minutes. I remember that. Yeah, exactly.
What's your defibrillator maximum set to? Do you know?
No,
Because we had a friend we were at a dance together doing some rock and roll stuff. And all of a sudden, she stiffened up. And she had one and it went off. And she said it was like a truck hitting her.
yeah. So maybe I ought to find out.
Yeah, maybe you
You
should.
should find
Yeah.
out what the settings are, yes.
Yeah, share that information when you get that, please.
Yeah,
But Steve's gonna have a VO2 test in a few weeks, right?
yep.
That's what I'm so anxious to hear that, the results of that. Yeah. Is it your doctor that's doing it?
It's at the hospital. It's called cardiopulmonary exercise test.
Yeah, good, good.
Yeah,
That's gonna be great. I can't wait to hear all the results of that. I think.
yeah. And the goal is to get me in a Watchman.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
so I can go back outside and ride without
That would
worrying
be
about the other
wonderful.
questions.
Yeah, that'd be wonderful. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, good. Yeah, this is the time of year you probably do want to get back outside and ride.
yeah. And I belong to this club that announces the rides every night. So I keep getting these emails, these pretty places to ride. And
Oh, that's hard.
yeah, it is.
Oh, that's hard, Steve.
So I wanna find out where my buddy's riding,
Sure.
but it breaks my heart a little bit.
Yeah, it does. It does. Yeah. You're like me. We had a puppy for a month and everybody knows about my puppy experience. Ended up being an aggressive puppy. We had to return it to the shelter. But anyway, I still get the adopt a pet emails. Like, it's just like, well, I'm not going to open that today. And I open it and I think, oh my gosh. I mean, it's just like, it's like we punish ourselves just a little bit. So
Yeah,
anyway, great. Tom, how are you?
Doing well.
Susan, you're good?
I'm good. Hopefully my phone will work better with the audio today.
Oh, you're gonna be fine. You were good. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's absolutely fine. We managed, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah. We always love a little challenge during the class. It's always fun. It's always fun. So I see everybody at the Y2. I think I see Catherine. I see Norma, Marcia. Is that correct? And of course, Tom. So that's always great to see everybody. Good morning. How are you? And this is Norma, right? Norma on the left. Okay. Okay, great. Okay, super. All righty, good. Okay, guys, let's go ahead. Andrew, how are you? I didn't see you were off camera when I said hello, I think. How are you?
Good today, guys. How are you?
We're great. It's great to see you. Great to see you. Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go ahead and start warming up. So let's go ahead and begin with our warm-up gear. And if you're choosing to add a little bit of gear to your warm-up gear, like Barry has done, that's absolutely fine. Listen to your body as you begin and see how you're feeling. Let's bring our RPM up to about 70 to 75 RPMs. We're going to hold that intention right there. And we'll stay there for about another minute, 45 seconds. Good morning, Marge. How are you?
Good. Good morning, Kathy. How are you?
I am absolutely great.
Wonderful.
How does is it your stepdaughter? How does her garden grow?
Slowly.
Yes, exactly. Exactly. It's getting to the point where we're fighting off all the pests that are coming. So I'm about ready to pull everything out of my garden. So
Oh,
getting
dear.
close to it. But it's getting hot down here, so it's burning everything up anyway.
I'll tell her you asked.
Oh, I do. And I'll see her this Saturday, I think, because we're having a
Oh,
big
good.
celebration at the garden. So that should be a
Oh,
lot of
good.
fun. I'll get a chance to see her. Okay, a
That's
minute
great.
more, guys, 70 to 75. Phil, how's your hip?
It feels fine on the bike.
Okay. Isn't
Just
that
like
the beauty
Tuesday.
of, isn't that the beauty of the bike?
I
I
think
mean,
so.
It
I'm
really
afraid to
is.
get off.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. I love it. I went out for my ride this morning, outside ride. I had a flat tire. So I had to walk, I walked home. Anyway, so I think if I just go swim this afternoon for about an hour, I think I've done a triathlon. So I might do that just because I wanna see if I can do it anyway. Yeah, I thought about calling Tom because it happened in the aisles. I thought about calling Carolina. So, yeah, I almost did. Okay, 5 seconds. We'll bump it up 5 more RPMs, but it's pretty early, so I didn't want to bother you guys. Okay, 5 more RPMs. So now you're 75 to 80 on your RPM with your warm-up gear on. Great. Great. So I'll hold it here. We're going to stay here for 1 minute. Great. And Susan, you said you felt pretty good after the other day, right? After Tuesday?
Yes.
Good, good. Takes a little bit of time to build back up again, you know, especially to the intensity levels that you were at before you left us for a while. So yeah, just it's okay to take it easy right now, just to slowly build.
I'm all for that.
Good, good. And it'll certainly be a mutual decision when we get ready. Okay, good. Okay, guys. Okay, just about 17 more seconds now, and then we're going to start building up towards 80 to 85, and hold that please right there. We have a very advanced Parkinson's class today, so I think that you guys will really, really enjoy it. It's one of our other interval rides. Go ahead, add 5 more RPMs on, and I think that I think you'll enjoy the ride. I think you'll enjoy the ride. It is our 6th class that we're recording for our library. So those 6 classes will be available to you as long as you have that Zoom membership for the Y. So that'll be absolutely great. So you could access these classes if you weren't able to join us. I highly recommend that you don't do back-to-back classes day after day after day. Give your body a chance to recover, especially with these interval classes, which are quite intense. So that's my recommendation, but I know you guys are going to do what you want to do. So exactly. 15 more seconds to ride at this RPM, and then we're going to change it, bringing it up towards 85 to 90. We'll be there for 1 minute as we progress. Good job. How's everybody feeling so far? Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good, good. Okay, 5 more RPMs on. Let's go ahead and produce that fast cycling that we all have come to love and we kind of have a need for. Fast cycling is so valuable, isn't it? So valuable for our brain. 45 seconds to go. So right now your intensity levels should be on the lower side. You should not be any higher than a zone 2. And you should certainly not be any higher than a 6.5 out of 10 as far as perceived exertion goes. Do you think that's where you're at right now?
Yes.
Good,
Yeah.
Excellent, great. So 22 more seconds right here, and then we'll be adding a new gear to our warm-up. So if you're just beginning to add that new gear to your warm-up, you may not want to add an additional gear. You may want to stay with the gear that you just recently added. So Barry, be mindful, okay? As you add a gear now, everybody touch your gear to the right if that's okay for you, and slow it down to 85 RPMs. So we have a minute at 85 RPMs. So we're having a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minute warm up. And that should prepare us for the first stage without any problem. Good, good. 40 more seconds to go right here with this new additional gear. So if you did add that additional gear, you should feel a slight difference in the muscle recruitment for the lower body. Is that anybody feeling it quite yet?
Yep.
Okay, so drop the shoulders, keep the chest up, allow yourself to sit as comfortably as possible on your saddle. And 15 more seconds to go right here. So now we're going to be adding an additional gear on again. But as we continue this next minute, listen to your body. If you're not ready to add an additional gear on, don't do it. Additional gear on, slow it down 80 RPMs, you have 1 more minute. So this warm up has become slightly different than what we typically do. Good. So start to feel that muscle recruitment once again change. 80 RPMs right here. Good. 43 more seconds. We're going to take a pull back towards 70. We're going to keep our gear intact, and then we're going to begin the first stage. So we're not going to have a real recovery between the warm up and the first stage. We're going to keep that gear on board, but I want you to always take time in between the warm up and the first stage to grab a drink of water. That's always valuable. In 15 seconds, we're going to slow it down to 70. You can go ahead and sit it up quickly to get a drink of water, and then we begin right back at 80 RPMs. So you've got your warm-up gear +1, +2 on board. Okay, go ahead, slow it down, sit it up, grab your drink of water, just slow it down to 70 RPMs. Try not to let it go any slower than that if you can help it. And come on back, come on back. All right, 80 RPMs, come on back. You haven't dropped your gear. You're riding at 80 RPMs. You have 2 minutes at 80. So we're keeping the gear from the warm-up gear. Is everybody able to do that?
Yeah. So it's warm up +3?
No, warm-up +2.
Oh, okay.
So I said if you added that additional gear on at the beginning, yes, that could have been 3. You're right. You're right, Marge. It could have been 3. But now monitor your heart rate here, guys. Make sure that you are not allowing that heart rate to come up dramatically. It can come up slowly, that's okay. And it can come up higher than what it typically does in stage 1. But we don't want any big, huge jumps into that heart rate zone. That might be like a zone 4. Does that make sense, guys? Does that make sense, Marge?
Yes. I think so.
Okay, okay. So your 80 RPM should feel like a very, very moderate light hill because you're already on board. You're already on board. You're starting to climb already. That's the only way I can kind of describe it. You're starting to kind of climb a little bit. So it'd be a slight hill. Feeling different than what it typically does in stage 1. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for different. We're looking for different. We're looking for more muscle recruitment at the beginning of this first stage. Good job. 32 more seconds to ride. We're going to go ahead and accelerate after that. Good. So once again, if you are not able to keep 80 RPMs, or you're not able to keep the RPM that I'm asking you to keep without lifting that heart rate up sky high, you need to drop some gear, okay? It's okay to do that. You can always add gear later as you start to feel more warmed up. But we're really kind of already starting to move the envelope a little bit on the anaerobic base. Go ahead, bring your RPM up towards 85 RPMs. You're holding it for 1 minute. Good job, excellent. Susan, you didn't add gear, right?
No.
No, good, thank you for not doing that. 85 RPMs, you're racing to the top of the hill for 45 more seconds. 85 RPMs, don't go to 90 because we're gonna go there next. We're gonna go there next. So right now you're feeling this effort, is that correct?
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
Your perceived exertion would be higher than what you typically ride in stage 1, correct?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Don't drop back if that's the only thing you're feeling. If you're thinking, oh boy, this is a little bit harder than what I like to work on stage 1. Well, kind of that's why we're here. We're working a little bit harder on stage 1 today. We're just changing it up. 10 seconds to go. Now, get ready. We're going to hit the 90 RPM mark right now. Go ahead, accelerate. 90 RPMs. We're going to stay here for 30 seconds. Good job. Those of you who have wattage or power, I want you to see how it's starting to lift. And you can compare that to what you thought possibly, you know, a stage 1 wattage or power would be, or output, Barry, right? Okay,
Yes.
so we've got 13 more seconds to ride at 90. Good job. I'm just gonna have you keep that gear, that level of gear. You're gonna pull it all the way back to 80 RPMs beginning now. Hold it, 30 seconds, great, great. So what we did is we built it, we kicked it up, we're bringing it back home to 80. Okay. So I'm gonna ask you how you're feeling now. How does that feel? Does that feel better to pull it back to 80? Or are you still feeling like you're working a little bit harder? Yes?
Still a little harder than usual.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Thank you, Phil. That's absolutely great. Okay, now stay at your 80 RPMs. I'm going to ask you to touch your gear next to the right again. 80 RPMs. Now you have 2 minutes at 80. Great. So what I want you to see is I want you to see the power wattage here, if that's available to you. And I want you to kind of reference into where it looked like it was at 90. So you should be working harder here, correct?
Yes.
Yes. So we just took away the RPM. We brought it back to 80 from 90, but we added in the gear to kind of work together right there at that power level or that output level. So we're going to be doing a heart rate check and a heart rate check in a little over a minute, and we're going to get a 2-minute recovery. Great. So right now you feel like a 2-minute recovery sounds pretty good. Is that about right? Yeah. That's about right. And you should. Don't doubt yourself here. Don't doubt yourself that you're working too hard here. You're not. This is where you want to work right now today with this type of class. Great job. It's really fun to change it up, isn't it? It's like our body cannot get used to anything. It can't get used, it can't adapt. It can't work just to that level that you know you're supposed to work. It's fun to kind of constantly change it and kind of push it just a little bit. And then your body will never be just kind of settled in. We'll challenge it constantly. So 25 more seconds to go at 80. We're going to do a heart rate check. I want you to remember your gear level here, your gear level. And if we need to change it according to your heart rate, we can. But be very honest where your heart rate is. Don't try to change it just to please me. Okay? 8 seconds to go. Here we go in 5, 4. We're going to do a heart rate check. 2, heart rate check and a recovery, 70 RPMs. Bring it all the way back down to 70. You can take your gear off. Steve, what was your heart rate?
137.
Perfect. Barry?
97.
Perfect, Barry. Phil?
108.
108. Great. Carolina?
107.
Great job. Andrew?
125.
Wow, good job. Susan?
150.
115? 150?
115.
Oh, wonderful. Great. Tom?
91.
91. Great, great. Marge?
106.
106. Great. Perfect, Marge. Hey, Marcia?
130.
130.
Thank you. And Norma?
89.
89.
Perfect. Love that 89, Norma. Catherine?
142.
142.
132. Great. Okay, great. Everybody, that all sounds great. We got another minute. I'm sorry?
142.
142. Okay, Catherine, be careful. No more gear maybe, okay? Just ride with that same gear on this next level, okay? We're going to be keeping that gear or power, whatever you want to say, your level, your output, whatever it is. And we're going to be riding back at 80 RPMs in 39 seconds. But stay here now and recover 70 RPMs. Good. So we're going to build it back up again. We're going to do exactly what we just did. We're going to do 2 minutes at 80. We're going to race to the top of the hill at 85. But then it's going to be a 45-second push up to 90. All right, so we're just going to lift it up, but then we're going to add gear. So be mindful. Start with the same gear level that you had on this last effort. Phil, maybe one more gear. Okay.
Yep.
All right, let's go. 80 RPMs, bring it up to 80 RPMs, add in your additional gear. Phil, everyone else stay with that same level of success that you had on that last effort. Everybody's heart rate was great. Perfect job. So 80 RPM, stay right here. Now, Phil, if your hip starts to bother, you're going to back off on the gear, okay?
Got it.
Okay. All right, great. Okay, so right here, shoulders are down, chest is up. Carolina, you doing okay?
Yep.
Okay, great, great. Tom, let's monitor that heart rate because we could probably lift that just a little bit higher, but let's see what happens here, okay?
All right.
All right, sound good? Andrew, your heart rate was perfect. Keep it right there, buddy. That's great, 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 great. Marcia, excellent job. Be mindful, guys, as you start to feel a little bit more intensity. 10 seconds, you're gonna be 1 minute in. Great. Okay, everybody doing okay?
Yes.
Okay, super.
Yes.
So now you're about 15 minutes into class, maybe slightly more, 16, 17 minutes, depends on when you jumped on the bike. So you might be getting to that point where your saturation point is just, your oxygen uptake is efficient. So we say it's around the 20-minute mark. Sometimes I hit it right about 16. Sometimes it takes me 21 or 22 minutes until I feel like I'm efficient. How are you feeling now? Do you feel like you're efficient right now as far as the ride? No, why'd you shake your head there, Phil?
Not yet.
Not yet. So you're feeling like your perceived exertion is higher than your actual heart rate.
Yes.
Okay, that's excellent. That's excellent. Just stay with it. Stay with it. Anyone else feeling the same way? Everybody okay?
Yes.
Good. Okay, here we go. 10 seconds to go. We're gonna race to the top of the hill. It's gonna be 85 RPMs beginning in 3, 2, 1. 85 RPMs, push it up to the top of the hill for 1 minute. 85, not 90, because we're gonna go 90 shortly. Great job. Excellent work. Excellent work. Hold it right there, guys. Hold it right there. Wonderful job. Good, good, good. 43 seconds to go at 85. You're seeing a lift in your heart rate. Is that correct?
Yes.
Is it any higher than what it was on your last effort?
Yes.
Yes. Oh, well, Phil,
No.
yours would be, yes. How about you, Steve? What's your heart rate?
136.
Great. That's absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Good job. 20 seconds to go. And then I'm going to ask you to kick it up to 90 RPMs for 45 seconds. So it's going to be 15 seconds longer than the previous stage. Excellent. So you should start to see a lift in the heart rate as you start to accelerate to 90. It should go up efficiently. It shouldn't jump dramatically. Let's go now. 90 RPMs. You've got 45 seconds. Tom, how you doing? Are you okay?
94.
94. Great. That's absolutely great. Good job. Good job. Good job. 10 seconds in. How's everybody doing? Susan, you okay?
Yep.
Okay, good. Good. Barry, you okay?
Yes.
What's your heart rate?
99.
All right. Brilliant. Let's keep it going, guys. You're 30 seconds in. You have 15 more seconds to stay at 90. Excellent work. Excellent work. Okay, great. Now just 14 seconds to go here. Great, great. Now hold it here. 90 RPMs, hold it here. Drop it back at 80 RPMs. Finish up this 45-second block here. Okay, so now you're at 80. I'm giving you time to bring it back just a little bit or plateau it. Sometimes you'll get a rebound heart rate, which will slightly go up when you start to slow down. And that's okay. That's okay. It'll start to kind of even out and start to plateau. Carolina, are you starting to see that right now?
Yes.
Okay. So now you're at 80 RPMs. You're finishing up this. You're 30 seconds in. We're going to add one more additional gear and we're going to ride at 80 RPMs for 3 minutes before we do a heart rate check. 5 seconds to go. So now we're making it even harder. Okay. One more gear level, 80 RPMs. You have got 3 minutes. 3 minutes at 80 RPMs. So what should happen here is the body should start to really begin to feel the effort. You should start to feel like your perceived exertion is much higher. So it should definitely be above a 7, but we don't want it pushing up much higher than an 8 to an 8.5 out of 10. Okay, so this would be hard work, but it's doable. And your heart rate is responding beautifully. Isn't that correct?
Correct.
Yes. Maybe not beautifully. Okay. I don't have to be right all the time. I don't have to be right. Tom, what's your heart rate?
97.
97. Great. Barry, what's your heart rate?
101.
101. Great. Susan, what's your heart rate right here?
114.
Wonderful job, Susan. Great job. Good job. Hold it here. You are 1 minute in. You have 2 more minutes to ride. So those of you who shared your heart rate, those of you who looked at your heart rate, but I didn't ask you what your heart rate is, your heart rate should start to either stop there, plateau, or just lift slightly. It should not drop below. Tell me that that's what's happening.
That's what's happening.
Is it dropping? Is it dropping below, Tom?
Mine went down one point.
Okay, 1 point. Okay, Steve, how about yours?
About 149.
149. Okay, hold it right there, guys. Hold it there. Barry, what's your heart rate?
Just as before, 101.
101. Phil, how about you?
136.
136. Brilliant, brilliant. Marge, how you feeling? Don't look at your heart rate. Just tell me how you feel.
110. 110.
110. You looked already. Okay, 2 minutes in, 1 minute to go. So whatever gear level you have, we're going to make adjustments again on the next stage according to your heart rate. Good. According to your heart rate. Good job. Good job. 45 seconds to go. Good job. So right now you should be able to hold this intensity level easily, not easily, but with some effort, but you're not out of breath right now. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. Andrew, does that describe you too?
44.
144. Okay, great. 21 seconds to go. We'll do a heart rate check and then a recovery. Good. Good, 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 good. Excellent job. Okay, so 10 seconds to go. Excellent. Get ready to do a heart rate check and then a recovery. Ready? Now, recovery, 70 RPMs, take it down, hold it there, grab your water, heart rate check, pull your gear away, but remember where you were. Steve?
About 152.
Okay, great. Barry?
101.
Stayed at 101. Okay, Phil?
138.
Great. Okay, perfect. How about you, Carolina?
113.
Wonderful job. Andrew, was it 144?
141.
141. Okay, great. Susan?
118.
Wonderful. Love that, Susan. Great job. Tom?
97.
97. Great work, Tom. Let's see, Marge.
106.
Perfect. Oh, really, Marge? Way to go. Awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, that's brilliant. Marcia.
143.
Okay, super. Norma?
97.
Woo. And Catherine?
147.
Perfect. Oh my gosh, these are great numbers. Okay, kiddos, I'm going to give you 48 more seconds to recover at 70 RPMs. We're moving into stage 3. We're going to start with that same gear level that you utilized on the last effort. Okay, same gear level that everyone utilized on the last effort. Tom, you may want to add a touch of gear to the right.
On Jerry.
Okay, does that sound okay? Let's see what happens to your heart rate. Great job, Barry. How about you? You want to add another gear level to the beginning of this stage?
I don't think so. I'm already at a 30% resistance.
Okay, all right, that's absolutely fine. Okay, guys, let's go. Go ahead.
If you take us to 85 and 90, I know it's going to go up.
Yeah, it's gonna get harder. Okay, 80 RPMs, put on that gear level that you left on your last effort. Great, okay, here we go. We got 2 minutes at 80. So what we're doing is we're repeating the same beginning of the stage, but our time expands on the acceleration and the pullback, okay? So now what we want to do is we want to go back up slowly, become efficient again, and then we kick it up higher. So everyone's heart rate will start to lift 3 minutes in to this stage. 3 minutes in from where you just quoted me, your heart rate, they should be higher. Does that make sense, guys? So
Yes.
right now, your effort is challenging. but it's only because this is the third stage. We're starting to slowly build our heart rate up. Nothing dramatic here. No big lifts in heart rate. Comes up, and then all of a sudden you get to those numbers again, and your efficiency should be really profound right here. It should feel like, oh my gosh, do I feel different than the first stage? Do I feel different than the second stage? I feel like this is good, but you can stay at those higher numbers. That's what these interval classes are all about. Trying to get to the higher numbers of the heart rate, utilizing good effort. Good job. Good. Okay, you are 90 seconds in. Good, excellent work. So you, in 25 seconds, I'm gonna ask you to accelerate back up to 85 RPMs. How's everybody doing? Is everyone at 80 RPMs?
Yes.
All right, and everybody's
Yes.
shoulders are down, chest is up. Good. Carolina, are you able to hold 80?
Yeah, are you good?
Okay, great. Okay, get ready. We're gonna kick it up to 85. Tom, you're gonna see a lift in your heart rate. 85 RPMs, 1 minute. So it's almost like we get to 80 and we kind of get lulled into feeling decent. Then we start to kick up the RPM up to 5 RPMs, and then you're starting to feel more effort, right? And then we kick to 90, and that's part of your interval right there. That's the more dramatic interval right there. We've held it for 30 seconds. We've held it for 45 seconds. This time we're going to hold it for 1 full minute. So those heart rates are going to be challenged really a lot. Let's just say it, a lot, especially you, Tom, because you add an additional gear on. 20 seconds to go, Barry, and you too, if you added an additional gear. 15 seconds to go. Stay here. Get ready. Where's your RPM, guys?
85.
Thank you. 85. Good job. Here we go. We're going 90 RPMs. Bump it up. 90 RPMs for 1 minute or 60 seconds. Whichever one do you prefer to listen to? Good. You're 10 seconds in. Oh, Tom, you're starting to see a difference in the heart rate, aren't you? Yep. 45 seconds to go. Susan, is your heart rate coming up too?
Not really.
Okay, great. Hold it there. 35 seconds to go. Stay right here, guys. You are at 90 RPMs. Good job. Excellent job. Keep it right here, guys. Keep it right here. 25 more seconds to go. Good. Check in with how you're feeling. Your perceived exertion should be higher. Your heart rate should be higher. Is that correct? Yes?
Yes.
Yes, good job. Okay, 10 more seconds to go. Stay here. Good, stay here, guys. 5 more seconds to go. Stay here. Pull it back to 80 RPMs. You have 1 minute. Good job, excellent. Phil, what was your heart rate there?
146.
146, brilliant. Tom?
105.
105, that's better. Barry?
109.
Well done. Hey, Susan, depending on where your heart rate is, do you want to add a gear?
No.
Okay, that's okay. This
120.
is really, no, it's absolutely fine, and I totally understand. Okay, 30 seconds to go at 80 RPMs, okay? Now, see what happens to the heart rate now. It may drop 1, it may drop 2. Your perceived exertion should start to drop as well at 80 RPMs. So we have a total of 4 minutes here at 80, but we're gonna work harder for 3 minutes. So in 8 seconds, I want you to begin to add an additional gear on for your highest gear level that you've used so far this morning. Do it now. Good. 80 RPMs. Okay, now you are really on a hill. Is that correct? You are
Yes.
really on a hill. Good. Climb it up at 80 RPMs. You've got 3 minutes here. Steve, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna call it quits.
That's okay. No worries. Thank you for letting me know. Let me know if you're okay.
So I'm fine.
Okay. Thanks.
Just I got an afternoon with our granddaughter.
Oh, believe me, I get it. Good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
See you Saturday. Thank you.
Sounds good. See you Saturday. Okay, great. So now you are now 38 seconds in to your 80 RPM climb. Excellent job. Everyone doing okay? This effort is the hardest effort you've utilized all morning. Is that correct?
Yes.
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 Good, good. Excellent. Hold it steady. Hold it steady. You're 1 minute in. You have 2 more minutes here. It'll be 4 minutes total at 80, but only 3 minutes with this new additional gear. Does that make sense? Good.
Yes.
Okay, good. So now your perceived exertion is pretty high. It's like an 8.5 out of 10. Yeah. Okay, pushing that envelope just a little bit more. Yeah, pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. Now, anybody could just ride and stay here for 30 seconds. Not you guys. You guys stay and hold these heart rates for a long period of time. 90 more seconds to ride, and then we'll get a heart rate check and a recovery. Excellent job. Excellent job. Excellent. Excellent. 1 minute, 20 seconds to, I'm sorry. Yes, 1 minute, 20 seconds to ride. Stay here, guys. Now, effort is very hard. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes. And is it my definition of very hard, or is it your definition of very hard?
Mine.
That's what it should be. That's what it should be. Okay, great. Less than a minute to ride here. Now, if this would be the effort that you would say, oh, I think I'm done, if you were on your own, you know, you would say, okay, I got it. I got the heart rate. I'm just going to recover and I'll do the next stage. But now that you're with us, you are staying with this effort, this hard effort right now, just because we're all together. That's the beauty of group exercise, isn't it? It's great. We're all in it together. We're all pushing hard together. We're all going to finish strong in 24 seconds. Good. So heart rates are high here. And to be able to hold these heart rates this high for this long a time, I'm telling you, you guys are awesome. You're awesome. Keep it here, guys. Keep it here. You've got 10 more seconds to ride. That's it, guys. That's it. You've got 5 more seconds to ride. You're going to do a heart rate check and a pullback to recovery. Remember your gear level. Heart rate check, pullback, recovery, 70 RPMs. Good job. Remember your gear. Take it off. Good. Okay, Barry, how about you? What's your
109.
109. Brilliant job. Phil.
154.
Whoa, no wonder you had that face. Yeah, Carolina.
115, but it felt like a lot more.
I know. That's what you said the other day too, sweetie. I'm sorry. Yeah. Andrew, not really. I'm not sorry.
144, but I couldn't add that extra gear.
It's okay. It's okay. I'd rather you do what you did. You did an excellent job, Andrew. Well done. Susan, what was your heart rate on that last one?
116.
Great job. Great job. Tom.
110.
110. Good job. Marcia.
148.
Wonderful job. Norma.
103.
Woo, Norma. Catherine.
157.
Perfect. And Marge.
117.
117. Brilliant job, guys. Brilliant job. You've got 48 more seconds to recover. Good work. Good work. Okay, now we're going to go back to the stage 1 protocol for that. So it's just going to be 30 seconds at 90 RPM. So we're going to go back to that level of success, but we're going to utilize the same gear level that you left on that last effort. Now, if you're feeling very fatigued, Carolina, if you're feeling like that's not going to be what you want to do, your body's saying that's not it for today, always feel free to pull back on the gear, okay?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so here we go, guys. Go ahead, 80 RPMs. You've just got one more stage to complete. 80 RPMs, utilizing the gear level that you utilized on the last effort, unless you feel like that's just not available for you right now. That doesn't mean you can't add a gear and go back to the gear level as we proceed through this stage. Hey, Phil, right now, what's your heart rate?
123.
Brilliant job. So that's what we want to see. We want to see these drops during that recovery and the lift back up to where we just were on that last effort. So that's what it's all about, guys. That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay, so you are already well into this first part of this stage. We've got 2 minutes at this 80, 85 for a minute, and then we kick to 90. Great. Andrew, you doing okay? Good. Good. Okay. Okay. Tom, how about you? What's your heart rate right here?
105.
105. Barry, what's your heart rate right here?
100.
100. Great job. Great job. Carolina, what's your heart rate right here?
104.
104. That's, oh, Carolina, you can definitely do this. Good job. Good job. And sometimes we just have to trick ourselves. Just follow your heart rate. Follow your heart rate. Don't even think about perceived exertion. Sometimes it is harder. Sometimes it feels harder. But just keep referencing your heart rate and say, no, I can do it. I can do it. I can do this. 34 seconds to go. And then we're going to kick it up to 85. So right now your body's really starting to, it's going to adapt however you allow it to. If you allow it and allow you to get into that frame of mind that says, oh, this is too hard, I can't do it, that's where your heart rate's gonna go. I mean, don't do it, just stay with positive focus. Positive focus on this hill. Great work, excellent work. So 2 minutes, we're almost through it. We are now going 85 RPMs for 1 minute. Go 1 minute, 85 RPMs, great job. Great job, great job, great job. Now you're gonna see that big lift in the heart rate, right? Just that 5 RPMs will make a difference in that heart rate. Am I right, Tom?
Yep, 112.
112, excellent. Some of you may feel like you're more efficient coming up to these numbers now, and this is something you can definitely do. Sometimes we're like Carolina, where we feel our perceived exertion and feel that it's much harder than what our heart rate is showing. Stay with it, 25 seconds to go, great. And these are the days when it does feel harder than what your heart rate is offering. These are the days that are the most productive, not just physically, but mentally and emotionally too, because you can power through it. 10 seconds to go. Good job, excellent, excellent. I'm gonna ask you to push up towards 90 RPMs now. 90 RPMs now, 30 seconds. You're almost there, guys. You're almost there. Good. 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 Barry, what's your heart rate now?
110.
Brilliant. Brilliant. Keep it there, my friend. 10 seconds to go. You're going to pull back to 80 RPMs. Get ready. You're almost done with that. 80 RPMs. Pull it back. 80 RPMs, 30 seconds. Hold it here. Okay, great. It's not recovery. It's just a pullback. I'm just giving you 30 seconds. That's it. We're going to finish up this stage strong. Finish up this stage strong. Good. Phil, are you doing okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Great. 8 seconds to go. I'm going to ask you, look at your heart rate. Add an additional gear if you can. Last gear change. 2 minutes. 2 minutes, 80 RPMs until you're done. So we went back to the focus that we had on the first stage, but we're utilizing higher power. Good job. Higher power. Oh my gosh. That's what we love, right? Higher power, outstanding power. That's what we want.
That's good.
We want this output high. We want this effort hard. Come on, push it through, push it through, push it through if you can. You have 1 minute, 27 seconds to go. Keep it strong. Keep it strong. Keep it strong, guys. Keep it strong. Effort strong. Really hard to do, I know, but you're doing a fantastic job. Excellent. Excellent. You are now 50 seconds into your first minute. Stay strong. Don't pull back. Don't pull back. Hold it steady. Good job. Good job. Good job. You are almost a minute in. You are a minute in. 1 more minute until the end of class. Keep it strong. Good job. Good job. Yes, I know. It's hard, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, admit it. Hard, move on, right? Exactly. Exactly. Great job. Effort, effort, effort. That's all it's about. Positive effort right here. Come on, you've got blinders on. That's all you care about is just finishing up this next 33 seconds. That's all you got to do. Wear your blinders right here. Good job. So the top of your leg is screaming back to you right now. It's got so much gear on it that it's talking back, and it's not a very nice conversation. So you're gonna stick with it for 15 more seconds. You are strong. Come on, you are better than that. You are better. You are better. 8 seconds to go. Excellent work. You're almost there. You're almost there. In 4, in 3, 2, heart rate check 1, pull back 70 RPMs to recovery. Well done, guys. Well done. Good job. Barry, what did your heart rate get to at that level?
116.
116. That's 116. Is that right?
Yes.
Good. Phil,
155.
155. Brilliant. Brilliant. Carolina,
119.
wonderful job. Carolina, way to fight through it. Way to go. Way to go. Andrew.
153.
Woo! Good job, Andrew. Well done. Well done. Susan.
117.
Wonderful job, Susan. Great job. Tom.
123.
Woo! Tom, way to do it. Way to do it. Marge.
124.
Wow, good job, Marge. Marcia.
151.
Brilliant job, Marcia. Norma.
107.
Brilliant. Great, great. And Catherine.
155.
Brilliant job, Catherine. Great job. Great job. Excellent, 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 excellent. Okay, so I'm just going to ask you to stay here for the next 45 seconds, and we're going to actually have a flush. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a speed uptakes, 80, 85, 90 RPMs with a lot lesser gear. So I want you to go back to what you were utilizing on the warm-up, plus 1 or 2, Marge, okay? I'm just gonna flush out anything that you've got building up in the top of those legs. We're just gonna hold that for 90 seconds and just let it rip. So your heart rate will not climb high, but you're gonna be surprised at what those numbers are, okay? So let's go in 10 seconds, start to unfold this RPM to 85. Good job. Let's go now. 85 RPMs, load your gear on, warm up gear plus 1 or 2, depending on how you're feeling, and just let it blow out for 90 seconds, okay? So get rid of anything that you're holding in there. Good. Really focus on breath control here, a long extended exhale, get rid of everything there. Good, good, good. And then what I want you to focus on when you get done too is when you get done with the ride is really hydrating and keep moving around. Don't just sit down, okay? Good. 1 more minute to go. And we're gonna really stretch out those quadriceps and those hip flexors today because they're gonna really, really feel it if you don't. Good job. Hold it here, guys. You've just got 50 more seconds to ride and you're totally done. Heart rate should be on the lower end. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes, good job, Barry. What's your heart rate right here?
98.
Good job. Keep it there. Keep it there. Okay, you've got 30 more seconds to ride in class, and then we're going to totally recover. So this should not be freewheeling here. It shouldn't feel like that. It even shouldn't feel like a downhill. It's just a fast pedal to blow out any lactic acid that you built up. Good job. You've got 17 more seconds to ride. That's it, guys. Good job. 13 more seconds to ride. You're going to be done, guys. Good job. 8 seconds to ride. Stay with it at 85 RPMs. Good job. 4, 3, 2, heart rate check 1, recover. Good job. Excellent job. Excellent job, guys. Great. I'm anxious to hear what your heart rate was there, Barry, at the very end.
99.
99. Phil?
119.
Carolina?
Oh, sorry, you froze. 104.
104. Great job. Andrew?
138.
Brilliant. Good job. Susan?
119.
Whoa, you, okay. Okay, that isn't surprising, is it? No, not surprising. Tom?
108.
108. Brilliant job. Marcia?
141.
141. Okay. Norma?
Sorry, guys.
That's okay. No problem. We all love that. We all love that. I'm sorry, Norma?
97.
97. Catherine?
138.
Good. And Marge?
113.
Well done, everybody. That's efficiency, isn't it? Good job. Good job. Okay, so keep those pedals going. Just slow it all the way down. Phil, are you surprised at yourself?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
I was
glad.
ready to give up about 3 times.
I could see it in your face. I could really see it in your face. It was a different it was different, you know, than what you typically have. So was your hip bothering you?
No, no.
Okay,
the rest of
just
it
a
is
tough
fun.
class, yeah. Yeah,
Tough class.
okay, shake it out. So there was a different ride today, wasn't it? Yeah, different
Yes.
ride than what we've been doing. Roll the shoulders back, good. We like to change it up, don't we, too? Isn't it fun that you don't know what's coming?
Yes.
I love it too, I love it too. Okay, lace your fingers behind you, open your chest, drop your shoulders down, lift your chest up. Oh my gosh, do it. Yeah, yeah, I need that too today. Take a deep breath. Exhale, great job. Okay, drop your hands down, shake them out. Good. We're gonna start with just the shoulder today, so cross over, right arm. Keep that elbow down. Yeah. Keep that shoulder down as well. Good. Okay, just release this and just let's change it, Phil. Let's change it. Bring that left arm across because your body's expecting that tricep stretch right there. And slowly release it. Good. Drop it down again. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. So we're going to enter into the tricep stretch in a different way. So inhaling number 11 straight up. Okay, do the best you can to bend that left elbow. Just drop those fingers down. Do the best you can without compromising your neck or your shoulder, okay? Good. Now slowly release it and bring it down. Good. And roll that shoulder up, back, and down again. Good. Heart rate should be dropping, correct? Inhaling, back up, number 11. Good. Bend that left elbow. Now drop those fingers down. Sometimes it's easier to enter into a tricep stretch this way. It's easier to enter into and slowly release it and drop it down. Great. Shake it out. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Good. We're going to take another inhale. Reach up. Our left arm's going to drop down and our right arm is going to reach over. So you're just going to have a great right oblique stretch. Good. Excellent. Now cartwheel the hands, do the same thing on the other side and just stretch. Good job. Reach up and float down again. Good. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Our final inhale right here is here. We're going to reach up with the inhale and down with the exhale. Oh, guys, way to rock that class today. Well done.
Wow.
Now that one gets put away until a few more weeks. So
Put it in
we'll revisit it, but it won't be for a while. So how's everybody feeling? Pretty good?
Thank
Whoa.
you.
You're welcome, Marge. You're welcome. Barry, please I'm begging you to send me those numbers, please. Tom, and if you ever want to share yours, I'd love to see yours too.
If it makes any, I'll check.
Okay, that sounds great. That sounds great. And Phil, I know you'll send me those. Yeah, exactly. Carolina, way to hang tough today. Way to hang tough. Congrats.
It's interesting. My perceived exertion through the whole class was actually higher than my heart rate.
So Phil, let's talk about that for a minute. So in your opinion, why do you think that was?
Well, I think it's just one of those days. I was tired, a little more tired this morning than usual. And even though I had a good night's sleep, it was a little tough getting up. And I think that just carried on. Could be the drugs I'm taking. No.
For your hip, you mean for your hip?
An anti-inflammatory for my hip, but that's not a big deal. That shouldn't matter.
I don't know. It could make a difference, you know, or, you know, in the back of your mind, you're worried a little bit about that hip and maybe that's holding you back slightly. I'm not sure either. Carolina, go ahead.
More worried about my golf swing than my hip.
Well, that for sure. That's true. Carolina, how about you? What do you think the challenge today was for you?
I am beginning to think that my all my challenges that I've been experiencing have to do with the fact that I think I've reached a level where I'm going to need to add another pill to my day.
Okay.
I've done a lot of comparing, and I've noticed certain symptoms that are returning from that I've kind of dominated over the last 4 or 5 years, and it's all of a sudden I'm starting to feel slower and more rigid. My handwriting stinks, my everything. There's little things that I felt at the beginning that I'm feeling now again. Difficulties I'm having with reaction time and things like that. So I think it's got to do with that. So I'm gonna address that with my doctor next time I go. And I've been fighting it, just like I fought for a whole year that I didn't want to take medication. I've been fighting for a while that I think it's time to add a pill.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm at right now.
It can be like,
It's affecting everything.
Yeah. Susan, what did you say?
I was just saying, I can relate. I resisted the medication. I resisted adding a pill, but each time it's been life-changing.
Yeah, I hear you. I hear you. I've just been working so hard at trying to stay ahead of it that it's like, damn it, I thought I had you beat, but it's
We
not
all do it.
reality.
We all do it.
So anyways, I think that's where I'm at, Kathy.
Okay.
So
Well, thank you for sharing that. Susan, thank you for sharing that too. That's very valuable for everyone to hear,
yes,
I
thank you.
really think that is. Thank you. I know that takes a lot to share information
Well,
like that.
denial is a big part of this thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right, and
I
Yeah.
know.
It is what it is, and I have to focus on what finally got me over the hump the first time, which was focus on quality of life now, not worry about, having to deal with whatever comes my way
Right.
here.
You're
So,
right.
I just have to go to that place and deal with it instead of fighting it.
Yeah, you're a strong woman, Carolina. You're a strong woman. Yeah, I know. You've got great arms. I didn't mean that strong though. I meant you're
I need
so
to get
strong
my
here.
legs going. I think my legs, the slowness of my legs it's what's happening. I can't blame it on the bike anymore. I can't, so I think that's what it is. So I'll see. Well,
Okay.
the proof is in the pudding once I start that 4th pill and then go from there.
Right, exactly. But don't say you were blaming it on something else. No, I think it's just like a process of elimination. You have to address everything before you move forward like that. So
Yeah.
you did a great job, Carolina.
Thank
You're
you.
doing a great job. You are good. And on a happier note, look, who's this, Andrew?
Buddy.
Uh,
But he's adorable.
He's a
he's
sheep.
adorable. Yeah.
A sheep?
Sheep poo.
Sheep
She
poop.
poop. Oh, okay. Oh, I love her. I love it. I love it. Thank you for sharing.
Oh, say hi, buddy.
Yeah, we love you, buddy. We love you. Great. Well, great, guys. Thank you so much for being with us today. I appreciate all of you.
Thank you so much for doing this
Thank
today.
you, Kathy.
You are welcome. Just, reach out to me anytime. You know that, right, Carolina? Right, Susan? Anytime.
Yes, thank you.
thank
Okay.
you.
You're welcome. Have a great day. I'll see you Saturday.
Thanks.
Okay.
See you.
Bye-bye now.
Yeah, thank you.
Uh-huh.
See you,
Bye.
Phil.